Welcome to this look at new mods on Farming Simulator 19 with me, MrSealyp. It's Friday the 17th of September. We've got some new mods. We've got an absolute ton of updates. I'm going to try and get through those now. So, the pack VSTR UK Revolution by Rowdy Christie 1 VSR Modding Sur, the Ermo Levant SMI Modding Team, the John Deere 9020 and 9030 series by Seed Modding, the John Deere 8760, 8960 by Seed Modding, the Massey Ferguson 398 by Blue King Game Master, the Massey Ferguson 3105 Phantom by KZ Modding, the Deutz-Fahr 4080 by Blue King and Game Master, the Wilson Pacesetter Super B by SB Farms, the Wilson Pacesetter A-Train by SB Farms, the Lizard 151311 Cultivator by KZ Modding, the Old Lizard Car Trailer Pack by Austri and Kashtan 18, the Self-Made Forest Trailer by Michael LS, the New Holland CR690 by Rick Black Label TWD Modding, the New Holland TF Series by Black Eyes Modding, the Lemken Heliodor 9600 by STV Modding Gamer 8250, the Liebherr Grinder by AW Modding ABP Team featuring BSM, Black Sheep Modding. What else have we got? We have got the Barn Pack by Tomaszek, the Arched Cow Shed by Michael LS, and the Shed Solar Panels package by Matej Mods. They have all had updates today. In front of me then, we have got this. This is, well, it says Station Supply. This is by FSPT Modding. It's 3.73 megabytes download, 7 slots on console. You find it under Placeables and Miscellaneous for 12,000. Now this is Station Supply. As far as I can tell, it's just diesel. It's a diesel tank. It says diesel on there. It's a bit of a giveaway. And you pull up, and in front is where the trigger is, and you buy diesel. Under Placeables and Miscellaneous, 12,000. That's by FSPT Modding. Next up, we've got the BEE-HIVEs. The BEE-HIVEs, this is by GBModding at 1.24 megabytes download, 2 slots each. There are 100 to buy for each one. They will pay out per hour 25 on easy, 16 on normal, and 8 on hard per BEE-HIVE. Nicely textured and detailed, nice sound effect, nice animation on the bees. That's going to actually work perfectly for something I was going to do, so very happy about that. That's by GBModding. Did I say it was 1.24 megabytes download? Yeah, not very high on the download either. Under Placeables and Miscellaneous. Next we have got the Wooden Shed. Now there are 3, so I suppose wooden sheds really. This is by Namog Mod, 4.37 megabytes download. We've got the open, we've got concrete wall, and we've got wooden walled. Each one of these has a light switch. You might be able to see it right down the end. We're going to have a look at it in just a second. Very large timber beams on this. They look like, well, it's interesting, they're like fairly new constructions because the timber beams are very sort of clean and look like they've just been freshly varnished or treated. Then you've got sort of cracked concrete here and there underneath. Plenty of room. Obviously the open one being drive-through all around can often make life a little bit easier. Light switch just there. Then we've got the concrete wall one, blockwork design all the way around, closing in on 3 sides with a few little bits and bobs here of cracks and some stuff stored. And then the wooden walled one as well, shelving in the corner of that one, all slightly different. Now, as far as slot counts go, this was 6 for the open one, 16 for the concrete wall, and 13 for the wooden walls. You'll find them under Placeables and Sheds. 9 grand for the open shelter, 12 grand for the concrete wall, 12 grand for the shelter wooden wall. There you go. Wooden Shed by Namog Mod. Next we've got these. This is the Lizard Small Barrels. This is by Happy Mole, 7.9 megabytes download. These are 4 slots on console. They will do milk and or water. Or water. So I've got one with milk in, one with water in it, 2,000 litre capacity, Nicely made, small little. I mean, if you're doing a small bit of animal husbandry, or just transferring little bits here and there, you're doing a small farm setup. It's not a bad size for getting in and out small gateways and that kind of thing. You'll find it under Tools and Animals. 1,000 to buy. Options available. We can change the main colour to anything on that palette. Rim colour to anything on that palette. Then we can have it standard tyres. It says narrows. I think you just changed the tread a little bit. Standard, narrow, narrow, narrow. Back to standard again. Those are your options on that. 7.9 megabytes download. There. This is small barrels. Not much else to say about that. Moving on from there. We have got this. This is an elf-made trailer, so this comes from the North Pole. It's Friday, sorry, I can't help myself. It's the Lizard self-made trailer. This is by KaWa. 3.72 megabytes download, 2 slots on console. You'll find it under trailers. It does have straps, as you can see, which can be done manually, or if you're whatever you're towing it by, you can do them all on or off. Nicely made, not a bad size. You can anything you can put on there, pallets and big bags, bales, whatever you like. Does have lighting stalks just on the wheel arches. Yeah, another one very nicely made. This you'll find under Tools and Trailers. 2,500, so not very expensive either. Design colour does the leaf springs underneath. Main colour does, you've guessed it, the main colour. And then rim colour is the rims. You've got a white, a grey or a black. Then on the back you can have license plate Poland, Germany, France or none. The Lizard self-made trailer by KaWa. Moving on from there, we have got this. This is the pig filled with Pigsty. Just here. 9.25 megabytes download, 8 slots on console. This is by Curato Farms. This will hold 48 of your earth pigs. Fencing all the way around. As you can see, there's a bit of manure there, so that's where the manure appears. We do have a gate just here with the dialogue box being just inside. The water point is just here with pipe work, sort of gravity fed pipe work that goes to 2 troughs. One there, one all the way down there, but the actual water point is just over there. Feed is done in here in the middle. The straw trigger appeared just as I came in through the gate. It does say it will take bales, it will take shredded through a blower, it will take, I'm sure it said pellets as well. I'm just going to double check what it said. Please work. Straw can be provided by bales, bulk or blown in. Food is done in the bulk at the food trough, which we can see here. And then what we've also got, if you want to remove them, this little hose here, if we press circle, you can take the markings away. So once you know where the triggers and stuff are, to make it, I suppose, a little bit more immersive, you can add or remove those if you want to. What's nice as well, we've got, it's always referred to as a style. Is it style? What was always referred to where I come from. But anyway, what I like about this is it doesn't have that sort of jerky, chunky, sort of, you actually get a sort of step up, step down. That works really well. I like that. I mean, I know it's a small thing, but yeah, pretty cool. So I say we'll hold 48. But the other thing about this is that's what I want. Is there's no slurry from it. It will do manure, but there's no slurry point. So as you can see, everything's going rather well. I've got 10 in there. Reproduction rate's okay. Manure is piling up as we saw, but there is no slurry point for that. This you will find under placeables and animal pens. 70 grand. Slot count will come down from, did I say what the slot count was? No, I did not. 8 down to 1 for any subsequent one you buy. After that, lovely. That's by Curato Farms. Curato. Tomato, tomato. Next, then, we've got the pack greenhouses. This is 22.79 megabytes download. These are by Rowley Christie 1 VSR Modding Sur. 12 slots, 12 slots, 12 slots, and 13 slots on the end. Not quite sure whether the last one is an extra slot, but that's what it says. These you'll find under placeables and miscellaneous. 15,000 each to buy, so not too expensive. Manure, this will hold 6,000 litres of manure. That will hold 4,000 litres of water. If I just open up that menu, you'll see, there we go, we've used a little bit already. But we have got peppers. The doors do open. Nice animated. You can just see the peppers hanging there underneath. Reminds me of Short Circuit. Is it the old Dr. Pepper advert? Wouldn't you like to be a pepper too? I told you it's Friday. So the peppers one is there. Tomatoes. Lettuce. And cucumber. Big old cucumbers. They look more like marrows. They're massive. Look at the size of those. These pay out per hour, and they pay out 180 on easy, 120 on normal, and 80 on hard. They're pretty large size greenhouses as well. They require a little bit of room. What I would also suggest, I placed them quite close together because I thought it would look better. The trigger is, you have to be kind of right up against here. So if you're using something like a longer trailer or whatever you're doing, you can't necessarily, unless you've got a side tip maybe, driving alongside here with a rear tip trailer, you need to kind of turn a little bit. The trigger's more in here than it is out the front. But there we go. The pack greenhouses by Rowley Christie 1 VSR Modding Sur, which I think brings me on to the last of the mods for today. I think it's over there somewhere. And here it is. We've got this little beauty. This is the Fahr Apn Baler. It's by EY Modding, 4.49 megabytes download, 4 slots on console. This will do 300 litre bales, so little diddy bales. It does have a trailer hitch on the back of here. I'm going to try something, but obviously there are so many things in the mod hub. There are all different trailers, auto sort of catch trailers, ones with chains, ones with cages. There's auto load trailers that might depend on if you find one that will hook up to the back of it. Or you can just leave them to fall on the floor and go and collect them. That's entirely up to you. So what we're going to do is have a look at it just operating normally, and then I'm going to hook just a normal trailer to it. I don't know if it'll work, but you know, like I say, there are so many mods to choose from that you could hook on the back of it. Obviously, I can't test all of them before I do a mod review, but I'm sure people will think of lots of ingenious ways of setting that up. You'll find it under Tools and Baling Technology. It's only £9 grand, 1.5 metre pickup on that. Slot count comes down from 4 to 1. Only requires 15 horsepower. So if you've got any of those, that old Massey pack and the ones that have got very low horsepower, you can still operate that piece of machinery. No options available. You get it just like that. So what we'll do is unfold, which does that. We'll turn it on. Lovely animation. These poles might be a little bit big, but we'll see. Probably have to put that down. There we go. Drop the pick up. Because they're 300 litre bales, you'll get a lot of them. Oh, I like those. Like the banding around them. Very neat, tidy. So you can have bale chucking competitions, that kind of thing. What I'm going to do is just turn that off a second. Of course, press the wrong thing. Let's just unload the ones we've got. Like I say, I'm going to try. I don't know if it'll work with a regular trailer. I mean, it probably will, but like I say, there's auto load ones and stuff out there. This is just sort of in addition to. I just thought I'd. Why not? Why not give it a go? Right, let's hook that up. I don't know if it will reach into there, but It's got to be worth a little go, isn't it? Sort the pickup down. Avoid the bales I've already done. No, it's just dropping off the front. Or maybe once we get a few going. It's not perfect. But like I say, there are so many different options available. It just doing it like that onto a trailer just means you haven't got to go along and pick them up off the floor and put them onto a trailer. But if it... Oh, that doesn't like that, does it? That didn't like that turn at all. But then obviously if you've got an auto-load one, it could work way better. Yeah, it's not perfect, is it? By any means. I think it needs to have a lot more coming out of there. But I just thought I'd have a look. You know, it's just a little bit too short for that one, isn't it? But there we go. That's the APN, the Fahr Apn Baler by EY Modding. And that's it for today. And, well, I'm going to say it again. That's it for this week. Potentially. Unless, of course, they drop any mods on Saturday. Which they have done a few times. So, we'll see. But hopefully, we'll get a clear weekend. That's it for today. I hope you found it useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Just want to point out, I have now got some merch available. Limited at the moment to just t-shirts and hoodies, but we are looking to expand that range. It's kind of a test thing. There are links to both of those down in the description of the video if you want to check it out. I know people have been asking me a lot. Like I say, we are going to hopefully add to the range of things we've got available at some point fairly soon, but we do have some merch available. So, whatever you choose to do, I hope you have a lovely weekend, whatever you're doing. And thanks for watching.